Hey everybody, Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 has begun. It is a powerful day today. I'm going to fix this to get out of the way it looks. Let me push it out a little bit more. Yeah. Oh, it's different. I like that. No, much better. So this is a 99% clairvoyant reading. If you are here live, welcome. Please announce yourself when you come into the program. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel. Please like the videos, and please leave a message on the video, even if it's a hello bill. When you do that, YouTube will use their algorithms to send Coaching for the Soul chimes around the planet for people who need a little bit more coaching for the soul. So, yeah, we're going to get into this. Hey, Pratik, what's going on, my friend? Hello, Allison Strange. What's up, girl? Hello, Kathy. Yeah, today's energy is pretty intense today. A lovely, loving, wonderful day. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. We're going to talk about all that. Hey, Kelly, how's it going? Hello, Kimberly. Hello, hello, hello. So, hey, Pat, how's it going? So, hi, Alex. So my friend, Kelly Zine, I think her name is, anyway, Zion, I think it is. So she is, hi Nancy. So she has a Facebook Live, usually on Friday nights. She sells crystals and awesome stuff. Crystals by Kelly. We have gotten, probably 30 crystals from her already. Lee is just into it. I think I've gotten 3, maybe 4. So Kelly's by Crystals by Kelly is my lovely friend. She's in Monroe, and her crystals and her stones and all of her beautiful things are really, really cool. So, yeah, hook it up with her. And I tell you, they should be a lot more money than what she's charging, if you know what I mean. So, they're really, really beautiful. So, Crystals by Kelly. Okay, on Facebook. Look it up, guys. Friday nights, usually at 8:30 she does it, all right? So she's live, I think for an hour, hour and a half, whatever it is, but it is pretty freaking cool. So we watch it every Friday at 8:30. Yes, we do. So it's pretty awesome. So, and look at her nail polish. I always comment on her nail polish. It's always a different color. Hi, Haley. How's it going? What is up? What is up? What is up? So it snowed today in Detroit. That's kind of weird. In Sterling Heights, kind of weird. We too damn early. Going to be the 70s this weekend, which is going to be awesome. Yeah. So let's see what time it is. It's 2 after. 2 after. We'll wait just a minute more and see what Spirit wants to do. It's kind of a free for all today. There's nothing planned. There's nothing written. It all's coming from my heart today. Hey, Blake. Lots of emotion. Lots of love. Yeah, there's, I will tell you one of the things that I know is going on now up here is Saturn is hey Sherry, Saturn is on the 23rd of September. Saturn, I think it's September, oh my gosh, I believe it's September, yes it is September. Saturn goes direct on the 23rd. And what that does, guys, if you're not feeling already, it loosens everything up. Hey, Amanda. I think that's what I'm feeling today. Saturn rules Capricorn, and my ascendant sign, my rising sign on my birth chart is Aquarius, which also Saturn rules. So I'm a double Saturn, all right? So I believe from what they have told me today that as we go forward after the 23rd, but starting now, because there's always a let-up point, just like Mercury retrograde. It wanes as it gets closer and closer to stopping it, to moving forward in the sky, and that's what's going on now. So we have had Mercury retrograde end, we've had Pluto retrograde end in Capricorn. Thank God for that. And now we have Saturn retrograde ending also, and that's a bonus. That's a bonus. That's a bonus. That's a bonus. So Mars goes retrograde next week, or the week after, which is going to throw some kind of ointment in the flies, or flies in the ointment, or whatever you want to call it. That's going to do some things. Find out where Mars is in your birth chart. If you don't have a birth chart, let me know. I will send you one. I know a way to get you one for free. Hi, Carol. Yeah. So it's very, very important if you can look at your birth chart and you can know exactly where, how, things like that, why it affects you, because it gives you all the information about about who you are in the birth chart. All right. So, okay. So the first thing we're going to talk about is this. We're going to talk about. He switched it on me. Hang on, guys. Healing. Okay. Spirit wants everybody to understand that for the next couple of months, the healing is going to be intense. It's going to be extremely internal, he says. It is a time for us to look deeply into ourselves and to not figure it out, but to allow ourselves to expel, allow ourselves to truly connect with the divine, truly understand that we are in this process of release, that we are absolutely releasing from past lives in this lifetime, and we have to allow that to happen. There's no reason to hold on to it. There's no reason to connect to it. It's all about feeling your feelings, letting yourself to flow, allowing yourself to understand that it's not your stuff. Yeah, he says, anything that comes up, let it out. Anything that comes up, let it out. Don't restrain us from releasing it for you. Okay? Kathy, that'll be probably sometime, I'll post that tomorrow, about the politics thing. I'm doing that too. It might come in this one, I don't know, but I'm planning it for tomorrow. So he says, understanding that we're on the precipice of greatness, okay? That 2023 is going to absolutely be this banner year for everyone, okay? I mean, my gosh, it's already what? It's the 20th of October already. What the heck? The month just started. I mean, it is going at a record pace. The days are flying by. It is absolutely quantum leap energy, all right? We are going through this process of debagging, Spirit says. Just letting the baggage go. Just letting the baggage go, letting the baggage go, letting the baggage go. When you feel love, when you feel this energy in your heart that is wonderful, that is beautiful, embrace it, all right? That yes, he says, everyone will be on high dimensional energy that follows this program by the beginning of 2023. So tell your friends about it, okay? Post it on your YouTube, post it on Facebook, whatever, okay? All can come along. It says all can come along. Huge growth in the next 2 months. Huge growth in the next 2 months, okay? No matter where you are wherever you are in your ascension, wherever you are in your process, you will see 3 times, 4 times growth by the end of the year, okay? If you do, I know. If you feel like you haven't ascended enough, that's your ego. That's your ego, okay? Wanting more, or wanting to be disappointed, or not wanting to connect, right? It is making sure that is in check, making sure that whatever you get, however it happens. Again, I talk about the chair again, right? It took 62 years for me to throw away that chair. About 62 years. God knows when my mother bought it. I was 6 since I was a kid. Hey, Jennifer. So I would say probably 57 years, okay? It took me 57 years to get rid of the chair to release what I believe is left of my emotional healing from my childhood of having kidney disease for the first 11, 12 years of my life, almost dying 3 times. So again, they had that blocked in me until October 2nd, the last day of Mercury retrograde, okay? And 5 days before, Pluto stopped being retrograde in Capricorn, all right? So there's all kinds of things to know about those types of things, all right? So as it comes to our heart, as we move forward into 2023. At record speed, Spirit says, okay? It will be, he says, it will be spring before you know it. Okay, it will be spring before you know it. Hi, Tracy. Okay. He says, release what's in your heart. Release what's in your heart. And I'll tell you guys, I do the Steve Noble meditation, which is new every morning. I forget what it's called, Carrie Ann. But it's amazing. I mean, it is a daily meditation that you can do. I do it probably 3-4 times a week. I can't do it every day because of the dog. He usually takes up a lot of my time in the morning, just to make sure that he's settled after nighttime, so I can have a little bit of time by myself, and Lee goes off to work. Hey, Shelly. So I try and do it, but there's so many things that I need to do in the morning for the dog and for things like that. But when I feel it, I know I have to do it. Okay. But it is a daily meditation, which is simply amazing. It's 15 minutes. And if anybody wants it, let me know, and I will send it out. Usually on Facebook Messenger. Okay. I may even post it on my Facebook page again, just in case. I was going to do that today, but for some reason I was going to, and it went out of my mind. So he says, healing at record speed, ascension at record speed. Don't be surprised at what you see. Okay? Don't be surprised at what you see, meaning what comes into your life. The goodness that comes into your life. He says, very little negative energy is any place in front of us. Okay, especially after the election. All right, and we might talk about that at the end. I'm not sure, but everybody's kind of tense. Everybody's kind of either not paying attention or really angry, or kind of in the middle where they're off, where they're uncomfortable. All right. So once everything is wrapped up by the, he's showing me the 10th, the 11th of November, and everything is settled. We'll be moving forward even quicker. Okay. Yeah. Healing, he says. Not only are you healing, but you're also helping heal the planet. You're also helping the planet to understand exactly what it needs. Now, we are being continually bombarded with gamma rays from the universe. Okay? They are intense right now because of the shift into autumn. And it's going to happen again on the December 21st. When we hit that winter solstice, it's going to be boom again, just like last year. It's going to be catapult. It's going to be ready for greatness, Spirit says, especially for Capricorns. Okay, we've been through a lot in 2022, and our new self emerges. But everybody has Capricorn in their chart. It's the structure of your life. Okay, again, birth chart. To kind of get an idea, either your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, and then everything else that comes along with it. Okay. Yes. Things will change with our government too, for the better. Okay, we'll get into that. I think we're going to do it this week. I wasn't going to, but he wants me to, I guess. So we're going to do something like that. Because we will help heal the government, we help heal the country, we will help heal the factions which don't believe in the government, who don't believe in democracy. That's kind of interesting. Didn't expect that. He wants everybody to understand that angels are here right now. Okay? That angels are on the planet as we speak. I've never said that to anybody. Angels on the planet right now as we speak. Ooh, yeah. Calming the planet through its resurrection, calming the planet through sending energy to the planet, to the core of the earth. The planet is in flux, which is true. We are in flux. Understand that we are all part of that flux, of that influx. Bailey just got into bed. That's interesting. The energy in my house is really intense right now. It's really intense. Oh yeah, the planet is ebb and flow right now. The planet is ebb and flow. We're being bombarded by rays from the universe to upgrade not only people, not only humans, but pets, plants, animals, everything. He says as the energy in the core of the earth on the planet gets more intense, everything reacts, including human. That's where we're being upgraded. That's where we're being moved into higher dimensional energy as we move into ascension. And he also says that we will also begin to connect with past lives, which is interesting because I did an expo last weekend in Jackson, and it was all about past life, for both days, which is very interesting. Yes, Spirit says it is time for mankind, time for human, enlightened human, to actually see and understand who they were before. Not every lifetime that would be impossible. He says, but important lifetimes. And that is what is interesting, is that the more that we get into higher dimensional energy and we use less force for what we want, right? We are connected more deeply in our brains. Our brains are being activated. So we use parts of our brain we've never used before. We connect deeper with divine. We connect deeper with source. We connect deeper with our guides. And they allow us to understand more and more about who we are now and where we came from, which is very, very, very true. Chimes. As mankind moves forward, as we understand more and more about ourselves, and while we are who we are this lifetime, everything begins to make sense. There are things that when they do make sense, they will automatically leave you. Okay? So document them. Use your phone and document them. Go to take a picture, hit the video thing, and start talking. Because they will be here and gone quickly, he says. They will not stay around in your energy. They will not stay around in anything about you. All right? Times. Ascension will be quick. Ascension will be quick. When you try to think too much, when you try to put, he said, what? I don't know what that is, Spirit. When you, ooh, right there, Lord. Ooh, somebody's here. Hang on. My higher guides just showed up. They're right there. Ooh, man, my chest is like this big. That train of thought went out my head. Human needs, up here, human needs to understand it's now or never. Okay? You're going to be swept up in the wave. You're going to be swept up in the wave. Okay? Don't think too deeply. Everything is fine. Don't think too deeply. Everything is fine. You will lose more and more of your negative ego as you move forward, as you allow, as you flow, as you continue to grow, as you allow us to make sure that you're protected and understood and allowed. Oh, this. Trying to keep hold of things that no longer serve you. Trying to put those thoughts in a box. Trying to keep that stuff in your head. Trying to keep it in your connection, which it will not be. Okay? Yeah, because he's showing me, now Spirit is showing me us grabbing our chest and throwing it out. Grabbing our chest and throwing it out. Grabbing our chest and throwing it out. Okay? Continue to talk, Spirit says. Continue to express. Continue to understand that now is the time for you to express what you want, express what you need, express your fears, express your happiness, express. Because in the near future, you will not need to do that. You will do it telepathically. Which is what we all hope anyway, right? Understanding the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come for mankind, and the best is yet to come for you. Spirit, this is interesting. You never said this before. Spirit says, people who follow Bill, people who watch Bill, people who listen to Bill, have a quicker momentum, have a quicker chance I don't. I'm kind of uncomfortable with that, but that's, yeah. I don't like like that stuff. I know. I need to understand who I am. I need to understand that I am the messenger. I need to understand, and I get that. And I love everybody who follows me. Everybody is that's in the tribe. He says, then take responsibility for that. Stand in your truth, understanding that this is who you are. And I will tell you guys, that's all of us. We need to stand in our truth, number one. Number two, we need to understand that we are third dimensional beings, most of us, and we're moving into energy that we do not know what it is. And we should be excited about it, but because of ego, we are not excited about it. We're kind of apprehensive. Like, I don't know what that is. And when's it going to get here? I'm kind of apprehensive. When's it going to get here? But, right? We go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. He says, as human does now, but will not do in the very, very near future. Spirits, all of you watching now, all of you in the future, whenever you might watch this video, he says you will be at a place in time of greater ascension than you would have ever been in your life. Spirit said, it's no longer your choice to participate. You are in the tribe. It is no longer your choice to come and go. You are in the Ascension tribe. You are in humanity's tribe. You are in the tribe you chose this lifetime to be ascended into fourth, fifth, sixth, and higher dimensional energy in your lifetime. It depends upon when you've chosen, when you signed your document, on when you're getting off the ride. Interesting. Hopefully not for a long time. He keeps saying it only gets better from here. It only gets better from here. It only gets better from here. And he says an understanding that others are not like you. Hey, Tom. Others are not like you when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to understanding who you are, when it comes to connecting to your guides, to spirit, to God, to the divine, whatever you want to call it, right? It is all the process. Yes. Ooh, that's weird. I have all this energy in my chest right now that I just want to, I know what that is. That's ego. That's ego. Yeah. Trying to stop me from being big. Trying to stop me from expressing. It's really pushing against my chest. It's very interesting. Hi, Emily. Right? There's going to be a different world for all of us in 2023. No matter where we're at in the country, where we're at in the world, Ascension is going to make it so beautiful, so loving, so understanding. Let yourself enjoy it. Let yourself allow yourself to enjoy it. Everyone who watches this, everyone who watches it now, everyone who's watching it now, everyone who is watching it then, later, will understand that they have not reached the pinnacle, but they have reached a spot of understanding themselves, of being able to look back and pinpoint where it happened. Okay. Yeah. So Pratik says, how do we know how much more we need to learn? Pratik, the thing is, it's not for you to know. It's for you to just allow. Okay? Because that is that brain activity, which is, how do we know? No, you're not supposed to know. I don't know. All I do is, this is what it is. There's somebody in my house right now. I don't know who it is right there. It's kind of interesting that he showed up in my house. It's not for us to know. It is for us to allow. Okay, it's for us to flow, right? And ego's going to challenge us on that. Our fear is going to challenge us on that. It's about understanding that we're protected by the divine, understanding that we're guided by the universe, understanding that because we have human jobs, And Pratik is extremely smart. He's extremely smart. And he's extremely spiritual, which is just amazing to me that he has these two beings inside one body. It's about disengaging with the knowing. Okay, we have to. I mean, as much as that's why we're doing this today, because I thought we're not having an agenda today. We're just going to talk because it's such an emotional day for me. It is very connecting to spirit and connected to God. And I've been talking about God all weekend, like for a week and a half. And that I never talk about God. So it's not, I know. And it's not God in the sense of religious God. It is a God, let's say God, the universe. Okay? That connects to me now all of a sudden. Again, I don't know what that switch is. Predicts, shucks. Thank you, Bill. Shucks what? It's good. Yeah. We need to do more and more of these, he says. We need to do more and more of these. Okay? But today's a special day. I don't know what's going on the planet. I don't know what's going on in the universe. But today is an emotionally connected, loving, spiritual. I mean, things on my feed on Facebook were like on point. Things on YouTube, on point. Things on Instagram, on point. So today is a blessed day. I don't know what's going on energy-wise, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to ride it. Okay? And everybody else should too. And this will continue, especially after the Saturn retrograde ends. Okay? He says we have to put things like the retrogrades in place as stoppages for human, so that they stop and think, so they stop and wonder, so they stop and go, okay, why is this happening to me? Why did the energy shift? What is going on with that? What is going on with that? He says because if we keep them in the energy, in the energy ascension, he says they lose track. They think it's always going to be an upward ascension. Ooh, ears are ringing. They get too comfortable. So we have to put retrogrades in place for them to stop, for them to just like not hit the wall anymore, but to go, okay, this is kind of interesting. Hey, Deborah, because we feel like, okay, what happened? The energy's kind of weird. What happened? That kind of ended. What happened? And we can do one of two things. We can either investigate it and try to find out, or we can say, okay, Spirit, you got to help me with this, and I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay? And I can only relate that to when I was in my funk for 2 weeks, before Mercury retrograde ended, and just before Pluto retrograde ended, when I threw away the chair. Okay? I could do nothing at all to change my energy. I was helpless. And I'm not helpless as a Capricorn, right? I'm used to doing, I'm used to finding out, I'm used to connecting, I'm used to blah, 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 blah. Nothing. I mean, nothing would help me. That's why I had to cancel Coaching for the Soul that week, because I was not connected at all. I was 100% in ego. And I'm not a person who's 100% in ego, ever. This much, maybe. This much, never. Okay? And I could not get myself out of it as much as I tried. I understand. Okay? I understand why. Because of the push of what was left of that emotional stuff from my childhood. Okay? And that continues to gain ground constantly. All of us, right? This lifetime, past lifetime. And as we go forward, as we allow, as we flow, right? As we're more as we understand more, right? Just let it happen. Don't put any boundaries on it. Don't put, I gotta figure this out. No, feel it. Let it happen, right? And that's the hardest thing for a human to do. It's the hardest thing for a human to do, okay? Because we are so used to, from past lives, all right? Surviving. Not living, not being wonderfully abundant, not having everything we've ever wanted in a lifetime, but surviving. And so when we go back in that, to let it go, because as we go forward, everybody, we're not going to be surviving. We're going to be living. That is what is beautiful to me. It's beautiful to me. This past weekend at that expo in Jackson, I saw more people light up with happiness than I've ever seen in a really long time, because everything for them was positive. Everything was amazing. And that doesn't happen that often in my past at expos. But this weekend, it was. This past weekend, it was. And that means there's a shift in that energy. Pluto stopped being retrograde, which again is everything that we structure as. It's the government, it's our lives, it's all being burst apart. Can we feel like we're free falling? Yeah, but you shouldn't feel like you're free falling because you're protected. Hey, Bob. Even though you know you're protected, sometimes we don't think we're protected because we live in real life, right? And I made a bunch of these comments. I don't know if it was last week on this program or if it was at the expo or whatever it was. Was it, you know what, sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it sucks going through this crazy change, this quantum energy shift, this thing that none of us really truly know what it is. We can hear about it, we can kind of sense it, we know that time's going by really quick, and we can allow ourselves to do what we got to do, but we're still human. And I've said that many times in Spirit, we're still human, Spirit, we're still human. Doesn't matter. You chose to get on, you chose to be on the earth at this lifetime, and the belt is going. The quantum belt. It's going. And it's getting higher and higher and faster and faster and faster. And it's not going to end until 2025. 2023 will be much better because we're being used to it, he says. 2024, even better. 2025, awesome. And I believe, from what they've told me, by 2025, we enter 5D. I have no idea what that looks like. I have no idea what that looks like. But 4D is pretty cool. Kind of digging 4D, right? Now, Spirit has said for me, when I'm at an expo or I'm doing readings and things like that I'm in 6th-dimensional energy now. Because I can connect better than I've ever connected in my lifetime to the guys, right? And I can tell people things about past lives and things that I've never been able to connect to. But that's because it's here. Did I know I'm there? Not at all. And that's the lovely part, everybody, is that when you ascend, you don't know you're ascending and where you're at until, and I tell people this all the time. And I hope that eventually they get it. I think most of you guys do, is that when your ears ring in your past, as they ring now, those are downloads from your guides and DNA for your future. And then as you go forward, as you go through that dimensional energy, as you transform into these amazing beings, DNA gets activated. And all of a sudden you wake up one day and you all of a sudden know. All of a sudden know that. How do I know that? Where'd that come from? How do I know that? It happens to all of us, okay? The process seems slow, but it's not slow. Remember, there is no time in Spirit. It's all about allowing. It's all about going through and understanding that the way that you're feeling kind of awkward, kind of weird, kind of whatever, is activation. That happy days, activation. Not so happy days, activation, right? Because again, just like today, I don't know what the energy is today. I don't know why it's the way that it is, but it is. And it's lovely. It's emotional. It's caring. It's love. It is just connection to the divine. I don't know why, but today they chose this day to be this day. Again, maybe all of us are being activated. Maybe there's all kinds of DNA inside our body that are being activated at a higher dimensional energy. I don't know. See? But as we know more and more, as we connect even deeper to our guides, to our higher self, Spirit says, right? Which is in every dimension of our ascension. Even today, Spirit says, you are all connected to your higher self. And he says, this is something other than your guides. James. Okay? So we have all of these energies, all of these beings, all of these things, Spirit says, working in our favor. And human puts their foot in the door and says, I don't know, not yet. I don't know, not yet. Until they pull us to the doorway, right? And we go, holy shit. And we, boom, all of a sudden we're moving at record speed. We're moving at record speed. And Spirit wants to go back to the angels on the planet. Angels are serving God. Angels are serving mankind. Angels are surrounding the planet down and up, bringing healing energy to the planet, bringing healing energy to people. Hi, Ruth. He says that's why there's nothing to worry about. Picture the angels. I've done that the last couple of weeks. It just showed up all of a sudden right in my third eye. Yeah. Everyone's life is going to get so much better. Hey Sherry, even if you don't
Yes.
think it, even if you don't think that it's anything now. Okay, that there's nothing that is wrong. I love the people who say, Bill, I'm pretty happy with my life. It's pretty good right now. I said, guess what? Don't say that, because you might think you're comfortable. Well, they're going to upgrade you anyway into something different, into something more exciting, into something more knowing. Guess why? I said this a lot. You have to be able to tell your story to the masses, to the millions of people who are going to find you because of your light. And you will actually ask them, or they will actually ask you, how did you become that? How did you become that person? How did you become that person? Right? And you say, you know what? I started about 3 or 4 years ago, and blah, 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 blah. They go, oh my God, you know what? Me too. This happened. My sister, my brother, my mom, my dad, my whatever, my best friend, my cousin. See, then all of a sudden the collector gets thicker and thicker and thicker. Because that's our job. Our job, okay, I'm gonna use this analogy from those up there. Spirit says, like Jesus spread humanity around the planet, as did Mo, as did all the other prophets. I can't think Muhammad and the others, because that was their job. They were brought to the earth by God, by the universe, to spread people around the planet, to propagate the planet, not just be in one set area. And that was a negative thing, you would think, because they pushed people out. They left the tribe, but they needed to leave the tribe to populate the earth. And that is what we will do now, is that the tribe will find us. The tribe will find us for no apparent reason, either through friendships or whatever. And as you have those conversations, friends of a friends of a friends, right? Or you attend psychic fairs, or you attend something, let's say, my friends own the Indigo Doors, and they do all kinds of cool things in St. Clair Shores. As things start to pop up, and you are guided to do those things, just to attend, be it in person or by FaceTime, right? Or by Zoom, do it. Because what happens is the tribe gets enlightened, Spirit says. And I said this quite a few times at the expo last week, is that that people are being guided to, they're being guided to knowledge. They're being guided to know. They don't know what they need to know, but they're being guided. And our guides, the universe, are bringing people into our lives to enhance that, to give them the ability to have those conversations, to understand what that is. In fact, in building your tribe, okay? Because we'll all have small tribes surrounded by a bigger tribe. And I invited many, many people into our tribe last week at the expo. You know, watch Coaching for the Soul on Thursdays at 3, right? The people that watch it live are amazing. And I'm trying to find a way to keep it up on Facebook, but then also drive people to the YouTube channel. Because I need to get the YouTube channel moving and grooving, because once we move, right? I mean, it will be 10 o'clock in the morning in Hawaii. I don't know if I can do Coaching for the Soul at 10 o'clock in the morning, because I'm not a morning person. Who knows when I'll get there, right? Who knows about the energy? I don't know. I'm just saying they keep pushing me to build the YouTube channel. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. And I just stopped trying to figure it out. We'll do it for you. Not going to figure it out, I guess. Go let it go. Right? Let it go. That's what you got to do. When we say we got to figure it out, and those are keywords for third dimension. No, you don't have to figure it out. Let them do it for you. And I was in total ego, thinking that I had to try to figure it out. No, Bill, you don't have to figure it out. So, surprise, that's how it works. See, that's how it works. We can get into ego without even knowing we're in ego, right? And this week has been so, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. And many times it was like, Bill, no, you don't. Today was one of those days, man, Bill, you don't do anything with Coaching for the Soul today. Nothing. You don't do anything at all. Just do. Just be. Whatever. Don't have to worry about it. Okay. Didn't get a lot of work done in the house today. You know what I mean? But I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. Guidance. Allowing. Understanding that it's not our job to figure it out. Understanding as much as we want to because we're in fear, right? As much as we want to because we want things to grow or we want things to be better or we want things to be more beautiful, whatever it might be. See, maybe we want our life different. We want our life to change. Okay, well, cool. That's fine. Ask, right? And then allow that stuff to come to you in their time. Allow it. And I know that sounds simple. It's not simple, guys. It is not simple at all because human gets disappointed. Okay, we want it on our time, right? I mean, I said to somebody today, I said, what's crazy about that dang thing that happened at the beginning of October is I've been through 13 years of therapy. I'm a pretty smart guy when it comes to spirituality. I'm pretty deeply connected, right? And why in the hell did you wait 57 years to tell me to throw away the freaking chair? I got back because it was time. Really? Why was it time? Right? You could have saved me. Well, Bill, no. We couldn't save you anything. Because you needed to go through that last clearing of stuff when you were 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. Really? When's enough? And I got back, Bill, it gets much better as you get higher and higher in ascension. When you're connected more deeply with spirit. When everybody is. Because that shit doesn't matter anymore. Yes. All the clearing we've done in 2022, you would think that by October 2022, we'd be kind of waning on the clearing. It's not true. Things can happen every day, Spirit says, but they probably won't. Things will happen as they're supposed to on your timeline. They know the day you're born, the day you're going to die, and every chapter in between. We do not. Our soul knows. But as humans, we do not. We can guess, but we'll be disappointed. Am I disappointed that we're not in Maui yet? Yeah. But I'm over it. You know what? I can't do anything about it. Shit. Had I known we weren't going to be there yet, I wouldn't have given a hoot for the past 4.5, 5, almost will be 5 years in January. But they told me we're moving to Maui. Yeah. But I was a different guy then, right? We're different people 5 years ago. We were all different people 2 years ago. Especially during the pandemic. That was all lost time. For me, it was a blessed good time. It truly was. Because I could do all the things I needed to do without having to worry about anything. Yeah. See, for others, it was different. They had a different experience. But that in itself was clearing. We learned who we live with. We learned who our friends were. We learned who our children are. We learned who our family, extended family is, right? Because we couldn't see them anymore. Unless we're willing to wear a mask and do all the things, whatever, right? Right? And the blessing is, COVID is waning. Of course it is. That's what it's all about. Hi, Candace. Yeah, right? This year the flu is going to be big. It's going to be big. Get your flu shot. Trust me, get your flu shot. Any protection is better than nothing, especially the older that we get. Okay? Just because. Because I don't want to have to wear a mask. It drives me crazy. My nose gets all plugged up, and blah, 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 right? Yeah. But I'm willing to if it's going to protect me from everything that they can't protect me from. Because I'm human. See? So, okay. He wants me to do this. Okay, we're going to talk politics. Okay? And sorry, he wants me to for the last 15, 20 minutes, so we're going to do it. And I do it with apprehension because of my ego, okay? I don't want to upset anybody. I don't want to have anybody turn off the channel. I don't want anybody to, this is This is for entertainment purposes only. I have to say that. Entertainment purposes only, everybody. If you're watching this live or you're watching this on YouTube, entertainment purposes only. Okay, now, I've said this before, and I'm going to reiterate this, is that in 2023, again, everything will shift. Why will it shift? Simply because the Democrats will be more in control than they are now. Okay, there will not be a 50-50 Senate. They will gain 4 to 5 seats this November and take over the Senate for the next 6 to 12 years. All right, now the House is going to gain. The Democrats will gain seats this year in the House of Representatives to clearly be the majority. All right. Joe Biden will not run again for president in 2024. There will be new people, new blood to take on what is left of the Republican Party. All right. They will still be stuck in the ground. They will still be going further and further down. But Democrats will definitely win this fall, November the 8th. This November the 8th. Okay. What that will do, it sets in motion all of these from top down to bottom up, where all these things go in place to take care of people. Now, I got this in readings this past weekend, is that by 2024, every American will get a check in the mail every month for guaranteed income, $1,000 or more. Why? Because your employer will not be able to pay you enough to supplement so the government will supplement your income, because they have to have a balance. And this fascinates me. They have to have a balance of employment and pay, because it's all about taking those of us who are in the lower, middle, whatever, up to balance. Okay? We have to be in balance with the universe. We're going to be that society. All right? So understand that if you're making $12, $15 an hour, whatever, at a McDonald's, whatever it is, you're going to get a check every month for $1,000. Okay? And that is $250 a week to supplement that $15 an hour. All right? If you have a family, it will go up. Where will that money come from? From corporations, and also from people that are wealthy. They will pay more every single year in their taxes. Hi, Lisa. I got that this past weekend at the Expo in Jackson. Okay? That guaranteed money will come every single month. Kind of the thing that Andrew Yang got into in 2020. That everybody said, oh, there's no way, that's socialism. It's not socialism, everybody. It's not socialism. It's taking care of us. Taking care of veterans, taking care of homeless, taking care of mentally ill, taking care of people who don't have, so they can take care of their kids, the whole 9 yards. Is there going to be some people that abuse it? Of course there is. We're human. But there'll be less because of ascension. And that's the key. So understanding that as things start to shift, because they're going to, politically, emotionally, socially, everything, that those people that are billionaires won't be billionaires for much longer. Okay? They will still have money, but they will also be taxed at 50%, or whatever it's going to be. Spirit Kids only 50%. Okay? Why? For social programs. Well, again, social programs, everybody will say, it's not socialism. It's not. It's taking care of the people in the United States that cannot take care of themselves, or that don't have, because they didn't learn how to be adults. Okay? And I said this many times, and I say this in freaking conversations all the time, that we don't teach our children how to be adults. My parents didn't teach me how to be an adult. I learned that. I came out of my mama as an adult. Okay? My sister didn't learn too well. She now gets it, right? I know people in my life, people every day that I talk to, they were never trained to being an adult. Well, guess what? Just because they weren't trained to be an adult doesn't mean they should live in poverty for their entire life. It's not the way it is. The best way to lift somebody up is to take care of them so they can quit being hard on themselves, so they can buy the things that they need to have to live, but not to survive. And Spirit says, get on that soapbox, because this is exactly the way that it's going to be. Is we have to understand that there are going to be people in our lives who do not like our spirituality. There are people in our lives who do not understand the way that the United States is going, or the world, right? as dictators fall, because they will. Talked about that before. Okay? The United States has been chosen by the universe, by God, because we're the youngest country on the planet, the biggest economy, and the biggest military, to shift the world into a more positive female energy transition, which is taking care of people every day. Okay? Taking care of people, making sure that they have food and water and childcare and health care and everything that goes with that chimes. That is where the United States is going. That's where the world is going. And we will lead the way. Will there be those people who don't like it? Of course there is, because they do not want to shift. They do not want to change, just like their spirituality. The thing is, and I've talked about this before from Spirit, is that as we ascend and others do not, they perish. They perish. Okay? A lot of people are perishing right now in Sudan, Bangladesh, all those countries that are extremely, extremely poor. The war in Ukraine is keeping the grain that would normally go to those countries from getting there. Why? Those souls chose not to go forward. Some will. Some will live, some will survive, some will make it, which is what it's all about. Because Putin will be gone by the end of this year, beginning of next year. He will either die of the cancer that he has, or somebody will take him out. Okay? As the United States goes forward, as we move from where we started in 2020 to where we're going by 2024, 2025, 2026. Okay? Just think, the people that are being elected right now to the Senate are going to be there till 2028. Now, Spirit has talked about that by 2030 we'll be in fifth dimension. Can you imagine that? So the people that are going to be in the Senate of the United States are going to be there just before, as we do social change, as everything flips upside down and flips on its ear. It's from them. Spirit says there is no stopping. There's no barricade. There's no anything that is going to stop the world from moving in that direction, for taking care of everybody on the planet. Everybody on the planet. But especially in the United States. And how many times have we heard people talk about that? We need to take care of our own. Well, guess what? We can take care of us and other places in the world because we're the richest nation in the world. And we need to take care of our people. We need to take care of us, homeless, mentally ill, childcare, healthcare, everything, as well as the territories that are part of our country. Puerto Rico, places like that, Guam, right? Places like that need infrastructure, that need new. And other countries around the world that need it also. And as we've seen with the war in Ukraine, we can gather a lot of countries to support us, to be with us, to go against things that no longer serve us. Okay? So, please vote in person, vote before, whatever you have to do, vote. Vote. Okay? Because the more that we vote, the more of a voice we have. Okay? The collective has a voice, guys. The tribe has a voice. And it's time to vote. Whatever it is, whatever you think about, whatever you think is right, vote. And as that happens, what it truly does, it raises the vibration of our planet. It raises the vibration of the country. Because everybody's being heard, right? Get other people to vote. That's what it's all about. See? That's why Roe v. Wade got struck down. For a reason. Nothing happens by chance, everybody. Nothing happens by chance. Happened for a reason. Why? To motivate women and men to get out there and vote for Democrats who will absolutely codify it. Joe Biden's already said that. Now, are both of the parties, right? They're politicians, guys. They're not honest. They all got their hand out. We understand that. But I would rather, when they got their hand out, that they give to us, because we deserve it. Right? We deserve it. I've been paying taxes since I was freaking 17 years old. 62, going to be 63. Time for you to pay me back. Right? That's the way it is. I'll take that monthly check every month. and I will smile when I get it. Now, hey Karen, now if I'm a multi-millionaire, I'll be paying more than what I've ever paid before, and I'm okay with that. Who knows? I know, because when good things happen, we have to step up and do what we need to do, which is true. So as we go into November the 8th, vote. Whatever it is. Okay? If you're in Michigan, vote the way that we can do whatever we need to do to keep the state of Michigan moving forward and taking care of folks. We have a pretty good governor. Maybe you don't like about the mask thing, guess what? A lot of people didn't die because they had a mask on and stayed home. So it all works out, right? But the more that we voice our opinion, the more that we do those things, they work with us in the change, in the shift. Moving forward into higher dimensional energy changes everybody's life. Everybody's life. Everybody's life. And the narrative changes that we hear, right? You can talk about a recession all you want to, and eventually people will understand that you want them to feel that there's a recession. Why? So that they pull back. And Spirit gave me this again this weekend. We've talked about this before. Why is there empty shelves? Why are things so expensive? To get you to change the way you eat. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. But also to usher in the monthly check from the government to help support, because inflation is going to go down. It's going to. 60 years, I've been through worse recessions than this one. Trust me, the 70s were horrendous for the cost of everything and how we ran out of gas, right? Yeah. So it's ebb and flow, just like everything, So it is about us not getting bogged down in the bullshit, right? Just like ourselves. Don't get bogged down in it. Flow, baby, flow. Worry about the things you can control. Vote. Good or bad. However you want to look at it, it's fine. But just make sure that you do it before Election Day, turn in that ballot, or do it on Election Day. Stand in line. Because right now, everybody, the ones that do have pre-election voting, the lines are long. I saw yesterday something about Georgia, and twice as many people have voted this year that voted in 2020 before Election Day. That's what it's about. There's more of us than there is of them. More of us than there is of them. In spirituality too. There's more of us than there is of the muggles. More of us. There's more of us. And we gain tribal members every single day. Okay? So if we use our tribe, and we use our knowledge, and we use our spirituality, guess what? As the social norms crumble, and that's what Pluto being in retrograde in Capricorn is all about. Capricorn is the government. It is the structure of our system. And is it supposed to crumble? Yeah. It's supposed to be transformed into a structure, into a government that takes care of Americans, takes care of Puerto Ricans, takes care of the people in Guam, takes care of the people across the world with our partners. Hey, Karen, right? In NATO, in other countries, to work together for the betterment of society on the planet. And those places in the world that don't have enough to eat. Those places in the world that don't have enough water. Places in the world as the United States transforms, the rest of the world transforms. That's always been the case. It's always been the case. Only now we're getting out of the war energy. Hi, Kathy. We're getting out of the masculine energy, the domination energy, the dictatorship energy. Okay? And it's all about standing back and watching it happen. Okay? And I'm going to say this, and I might piss some people off, but Donald Trump is going to be indicted soon after the election. And so are his people. Okay? He will be tried and convicted by the end of 2023. He will not be able to stop anything. All right? So he definitely will be imprisoned if he's still alive. And some people may not think that's okay. Well, guess what? He's the president of the United States. Well, guess what? He wasn't a very good one. Okay? And that's not from Bill. That's from them. Okay? And he had to be in office to transform the government, to transform corruption, to do all the things that he did extremely well, which was steal and give our enemies information. He's a traitor. okay? And he will not be in a normal prison. Spirit has showed me he will be in a compound with Secret Service agents, with no social media, with no phone, no anything, nothing but a TV set, okay? He will be completely isolated from the rest of the world, okay? And his children will go to prison also. Every one of them will go to prison or some type of incarceration, as will a lot of the people that follow, all the people that stormed the Capitol. Trust me, it's going to be brutal in 2023. Again, just like Spirit has said, you either ascend or you don't. And when you don't, guess what happens? You're stuck. You're stuck in this place, and you are, and you're basically removed. So that's what that is. Karen says she thinks Trump will leave and but well, Karen, I will tell you this, is that they already have tracking devices on him. They know exactly where he is all the time, and he will not be able to get out of the country. They already have him pretty much under wraps. Yeah, all the things that they know, that I kind of know from them, but yeah, that DOJ is on it. I mean, they're on it, and they got all these things that we don't know about yet until the election. Once the election's done and it's cleared, Spirit shows me the 10th or 11th of November, things are going to start rolling downhill for them. Yes, rolling downhill for them. Karma's karma, everybody. And guess what? We get to watch the karma happen in real time. In real time. And as the 20% uprises and things that they need to do whatever they have to do, we've already, there will be no surprise, as Spirit says. They already have it under wraps too, okay? Spirit says no more, there will be no more talking points. There'll be no more of anything. It will just be the way that it is, and we will see the transformation of the country. With social programs and taking care of people, right? Social Security, Medicare, I mean, everything is going to shift into higher gear to take care of humanity, especially in the United States of America, okay? So, yeah, that kind of came out fast, didn't it? So I might do another one, I'm not sure. We'll leave it up to them. But thank you everybody for watching Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3. If you would please, about 4:30, 5 o'clock, if you go over to the YouTube channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to my channel at Bill Hobart. Like the video, please. You leave a little comment, hey Bill, whatever you want to do, help us build the channel, okay? I'm hoping you guys will do that for me. Hey Cindy, I love you guys so much. I love doing this every Thursday. I'd like to do more. I think we're going to be doing more in the future of lives. But yeah, we support each other. It's the tribe. And I hope some people from Jackson and Saginaw and other places that I have talked to in the last couple of weeks will join our tribe. Will join the YouTube channel. Will join Coaching for the Soul. Okay? Go over there and do that for me. I'd appreciate it. I love everybody. Namaste. If you want those Steve Noble meditation, I'm going to put it on my Facebook page, #1. And if you want it personally, 248-310-7689, or Facebook message me. Karen says, what is it again? Is what, Karen? The meditation? The new Steve Noble guided meditation that I'm doing like 3, 4, 5 times a week. It's a clearing meditation for every day. But Karen, you can send me a text or send me a Facebook message. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Next week, Thursday, 3.